So what is a set in Python? As we have already known, there are primitive data types in Python and there are also complex data types. Primitive data types are data types that holds one value, they have just one value. But a complex data type has like multiple values. For example, a complex data type can be a list. There are tuples, or some people say tuple, and I prefer that. I prefer to say tuple instead of tuple. So there are tuples, and there are dictionaries, and of course there are sets. Now, a set is an example of a complex data type. It's basically a collection of unique, unordered items. Okay, sets are mutable, which means you can add or remove items from them, like you can manipulate them. So, but what is the syntax for writing a set? And then go, if you want to write a list, as we have already known, the syntax for writing a list is, let's check the type of what we're going to write first, and then we're going to write a list. You write these squared brackets and you write a list of items inside separated by commas. That's how you write a list in Python. So if we check the type of this, it's going to tell us that that is a list. Now if you want to write a set, the only difference is that a set has curly brace instead of a squared bracket. So if you write a curly brace like this, and there you go, you check the type, it's going to tell you that this is a set. Okay, so now that you know what is a set and the syntax for writing a set, let's see what we can do with a set. Alright, so let's perform some basic operations on a set. Now I'm gonna declare a variable and give it a set. So I'm gonna call this variable fruits. Okay, apple. So now we have apple and banana in our set, fruits set. So if we want to add another fruit, we can do something like fruits, and there's this method called dot add. It's a method, and then you specify what you want to add in the list. Now this addition can happen anywhere. It can be added in the middle, it can be added at the end. It doesn't matter, because sets are not ordered. They don't have any specific order. They're just there, sitting there. Okay, so fruits.add, it's gonna add whatever we want, coconut, and then we close this. So now we have added coconut to the set. Now if we print out this fruits, we can go fruits. This is an interpreter, so we don't have to type print fruits. We're just gonna type fruits. Now we have coconuts right in the middle, right? And we can also remove an item. Okay, we can type fruits and then dot remove, and we specify what we want to remove. Now let's remove coconut. If this item does not exist in the set, it's gonna throw an error. There are actually 3 ways to remove an item from a set. Now this is the first way to do it. Fruits dot remove, and then you specify what you want to remove. I want to remove coconut, and then if I do fruits, I have just apple and banana. Okay, just like we had earlier. So now, and there's also fruits. Instead of dot remove, we have fruits dot discard. This will remove whichever item that you specified. But if the item does not exist, for example, in our case here, this item does not exist, right? So it won't do anything. It would just, you said discard, it will discard. Nothing will happen. But if you've used fruits dot remove, and then you specify an item that does not exist, I'm going to show you what will happen. say coconut. Fruits that remove coconut. Remember, coconut is already removed, so it doesn't exist in the set right now. So if I remove it, this remove will throw an error. That's the difference between fruits.remove and fruits.discard methods. So this one will throw an error because it's a key error. There's no such thing as coconut in the fruits set right now. So there's also another way to remove an item, a random item from a set, and it's just like there's a method, a list method. It's called dot pop. Now this method is gonna remove the last item of any list in Python. But here, since we don't have a list, we have a set. It's gonna randomly select an item and then remove it. Okay, I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna do fruits dot pop. So fruits dot pop removed apple and returns apple. Okay, that's what happened. It just closes its eyes and go eeny meeny miny mo, and then just removes one. And then it just I just ran fruits again, and it gives me banana. That's the only thing we have in our set right now. So those are the three ways to remove items from a set. There's also a method that you can check whether an item exists or not in a set, which is pretty simple. You can just type the item you want, for example, say apple, and then you said in. This is an in operator. Python will automatically understand this. Okay, so apple in fruits. Now this is false because there's no apple in fruits. But what if we change this apple to something like banana, since we have banana. Now it's gonna say true because there is banana in the set. So that's just how to check if something exists or not in a set. Next comes another set method called dot union. It merges two sets into one piece. For example, let's do set 1 and set 2. We also set it to a value, like this time let's do 3, 4, 5. So now we have two sets, but if you look clearly, we have the same number in set 2 that also happens to appear in set 1. So we have 3 appears twice. And if we merge these two sets, that means we will have a duplicate. But sets do not allow duplicates. So they're going to remove one of the threes and just pick one and use it. You're going to see. So let's do that. Let's say set 3, right? Set 1 dot union, set 1 dot union, and then set 2. Sorry, set 2. So that's it. Set 3 equals set 1 dot union set 2. If you do this, you're gonna merge the two together. You're given this set 2 as a parameter to the union function, and then it will just take the values inside this set 2 and merge them with the values inside set 1. That's basically what's gonna happen. So now if I do that and I just do set 3, we're gonna see the list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 appears only once. Although the two sets are merged, but it only picks 1, 3, and that's what happened right here. So there's also, just like we have just the dot union, there's also a dot intersection, which is used obviously to find the common element between two sets. Let's use it. So this, okay, intersection, not sections. If we do set 1 dot intersection set 2, it's going to give us 3 because it's the only number that appears in both cases. And there's also a difference, which will just find the items that are in one set but are not in the other set. And there's also dot clear method, which just clears everything in the set, just removes everything. After all of this, you might want to know, like, when do I use sets? Well, if you want to clean your data and remove duplicates, well, there you go. Sets only allow unique items, which are great for you if you want to remove duplicates. That's one. And you can use them to check membership. For example, just like we did with Apple, we say Apple in fruits. So if Apple is in fruits, it's gonna just tell us that, yeah, this is true. If Apple is not in the set, it will not say true, it will say false. So that's how to check for membership, which also comes in handy most of the times. And you can also compare data or combine data with union that we did just a while ago. Another thing that you may want to know about sets is that sets are iterable, which means you can loop through them. Now, some people will say, what the heck is this guy saying? Well, don't panic. Looping is just iterating over a list of items or a set or strings or anything and just returning one value at a time. Now you can just take that one value at each iteration and do something with it. This is something that is very useful. People use it a lot every day. So, but if you don't understand what it's a loop, it's totally fine. You just know that sets can be looped through. You can loop through sets. That's all you need to know for now. And you cannot perform a slice operation on a set because it doesn't allow that. So I hope that covers a lot for you about set. Now, if you have any question, leave a comment and don't forget to, what do they do on YouTube? I don't know, I forgot. Yeah, subscribe.